Hello everyone. Now we are going to start the third part of the poem What is Life? And I think in the first two parts we have completed about the poet section, and after that about the poem section, and even after the first two sections we have completed the first two stanzas of the poem. Now let's see the remaining three stanzas. As we know, for the sake of revision, let's once again repeat what the poet considers life as. First, he gives us a very fine image conception of an hourglass which is running continuously. Then he's talking about the morning mist which retreats as soon as the sun is there in on the horizon. Then the third image he uses of a repeated dream which is full of busyness, full of bustles. Okay, now and after life, the question of life and then its length, the poet is talking about the hopes, and he described the hopes in a very fitting manner by saying that hopes are just like a cobweb and are hiding the thorns of disappointment. And then it is like a puffing gale of morning which, while flowing, destroys all the flowers, takes away their beauties, and finally causes their death. Now let's see the third stanza. And thou, O trouble, nothing can suppose, and sure the power of wisdom only knows what needs thee, so free and liberal as thy bounty flows. Some necessary cause must surely be, but disappointments, pains, and every woe devoted wretches feel. The universal plagues of life below are mysteries still beneath fate's unbroken seal. See, now the next question the poet is asking about the troubles of life. Means why there are so many troubles in life, and on the contrary, we human beings have only little bit happiness, the moments of happiness, and why our happiness is so ephemeral, so short-lived. Now see, and thou, O trouble, nothing can suppose, and sure the power of wisdom only knows. These two, see, these two lines are rhymed lines, and here he is talking about troubles, and he's saying that nothing can suppose what need requireth thee. Means, what is the need of yours? Why you are there in human world, in human life? And see, in the bracket he says something extra, something additional about the trouble. The trouble are so means so much part and parcel of life that the reason behind them cannot be known easily by common people. That's why he's saying that if you really want to know trouble, especially, so for knowing trouble, you need to have the power of wisdom, because the power of wisdom only can know the reason, the nature, the everything of trouble. So you see, nothing can suppose. Then additional information that only the power of wisdom can only know what need requireth thee. Means why you are there. Here the poet is using the figure of speech which is called apostrophe. In apostrophe, the poet addresses some non-living beings. So here the poet is addressing to trouble. So trouble is a concept. It is an abstract word for the hardships, for the pains of life. So here poet is directly addressing to trouble and saying that why are you there in our life? So free and liberal as thy bounty flows. See, what a beautiful way of addressing to trouble and saying that, oh, trouble, you are free and fully liberal because you, when you come, so you one by one flow in bounty. Means your bounty is so much that continuously flows. It means indirectly saying that troubles are so much and continuously there. They are very much opposite to happiness. Happiness is very short lived or for a short while and not for a long duration. It remains with us. Now some necessary cause must surely be. So you see, poet is saying that if you are flowing bountifully, if you are so much, so there must be a cause. But you see, that cause cannot be known easily. Means the cause of trouble. But disappointments, pains, and every woo, devoted riches feel. And he's saying that, but you see, all the disappointments, all the pains, and all the woes that a very, very devoted person, that a very, very humble person, a loyal person, riches. Riches means a very miserable man. Riches means here means there is miserable people. So you see, in this world, those who are really honest people, good people, devoted people, they get so much pain. Means the poet is saying here, the universal plagues of life below. See, means richest people continuously feel the universal plagues means all the difficulties, all the troubles of life that are hiding, that are hidden beneath the life, the cover of life. So you see, all those plagues, all those troubles, all those pains, all those woes are just mysteries still beneath fate's unbroken seal. Means people don't know at what point of time, at what juncture of their life troubles are keeping themselves hidden and they will come up because our fate is totally just like unbroken seal. Means it is fully sealed, it is fully closed that we cannot know. So you see, in this third stanza, the poet is talking about trouble, and troubles are means very tough to understand. Their causes are very hard to understand, and troubles are so much in the world. Then, especially devoted people, especially loyal people, honest people in this world feel all the plagues. Universal means all over the world. The troubles of life. Plagues of life means the troubles of life. But all the troubles are hiding, are below the unbroken seal of the fate, and they are mysteries. Means why are there, at what time they are there, without any intimation they come in human life. Now, so after completing this third part or the third stanza of the poem, now we move to the next, the fourth stanza. And you see, this fourth stanza is dealing with the journey or the destination of life, the end of life, or when the life gets ended or closed, and that is death. So you see, here he is also using in writing the lines just like the first one. And what is death? So he is talking that we have discussed about life, about its length, then hopes, then troubles, and then different other things. Now he is talking about death. And what is death? Is still the cause unfound. See, here he is also saying that the cause of the death is unfound, means cannot be found even today by we human being, even after so much breakthroughs, so much development in science, in cosmology, in different other things, or astronomy. We have found out so many things about universe, about the world, but we still don't know the main cause of death. So here the poet is saying that what is death? It is still unfound thing, the cause of which we don't know. The dark mysterious name of horrid sound. So you see, it is as it is our belief that the world will be destroyed by a very horrid, very horrible sound. So he says that what is that dark, mysterious name of horrid sound? A long and lingering sleep, the weary crave. And now, in this third line, he's talking about the death. He's talking about the grave, means a long and lingering sleep. You see, after death, we will go in eternal sleep, in a very long sleep. So he's talking a long and lingering sleep, the weary crave. The weary means a tired person, a fatigued person. Crave means desiring strongly. So you see, the person, the people who are tired of life, those who have got tired of their lives, those who have got tired of the troubles of the world. So finally they are craving, they are desiring that long and lingering sleep. And now the next thing is asking that if we don't get any peace or any salvation in this world, so and peace. So he's talking what is peace actually means, and peace, where can its happiness abound? Where can we find the peace, the happiness of peace in plenty, so much? So this is the question, the next question related to the place of peace, means where is peace available or the happiness of peace available? Now he's answering nowhere at all. He's saying that peace is not available in this world. That's why don't try to find it anywhere, because it is nowhere at all. Save heaven. We say it is there only in heaven and the grave, and only in the grave you will find the peace. Means that this world is the place of tireless or ceaseless troubles. The world is full of sufferings, full of problems which you cannot compete with, or you cannot finish at all and get the peace. Peace is only in the heaven as well as in the grave. Now, after the question of death and peace and the place of peace, now we move to the last part of the poem, stanza of the poem. And what is it? And what is life? Then what is life? See, the last stanza is just like the first one, in which he asked the question related to life. So here he is asking again, but not with and as in the first line, but with then what is that? Means now we have discussed all the important points, important things, the important elements, components of life, and tried to understand life. But let's see whether we could understand it or not. So he's saying that then what is life when stripped of its disguise? See, now this fifth part of the poem is very philosophical. He is saying that if you try to understand the meaning of life, if you try to solve the problems of life by a very strong wisdom, by a very powerful wisdom, or with the power of wisdom, and when you know everything about life, and when you strip means when you remove all the covers, when stripped of its disguise, means life is disguised, life is wearing so many different guises, different masks. And when you remove all the masks of life from the face of the life, a thing to be desired, it cannot be. So you see, you will find that a thing means a life is a thing to be desired, means it cannot be, means it cannot be desired. The life is not a desirable thing, life is not the thing which should be desired, since everything that meets our foolish eyes gives proof sufficient of its vanity. Why life is not desirable? Because you see, when you even with foolish eyes see the real face of life, the reality of life, so everything of our life will give us proof that this life is full of vanity, or it is means vanity means a useless, means a fruitless life. Our life is not very much fruitful. It's but a trial all must undergo. And you see, here he's saying that life is actually a trial. Life is an examination that we all must undergo. We have to go through this trial. We have to go through this hardship or this examination. So life is just like a trial or just like an examination. Now, to teach unthankful mortals how to prize that happiness when man's denied to know until he is called to claim it in the skies. And now see, after studying life, after trying to know life by removing the covers, masks from the face of the life, so you see, it teaches us, it teaches all thankful, unthankful mortals how to prize that happiness when men's are denied to know. Means when here means unsatisfying man's that when happiness man's denied to know until he's called to claim it in the sky. Means we human beings cannot get any happiness in this world until we die, and after death, after the death we go to the heavens. So there only we can get happiness. So you see, when we remove, when we see life as it really is, so we come to know all these things, that happiness is not possible here. Then the solution of the problems is also not possible here. Then we human beings should be thankful, or the life teaches to all unthankful mortals how to prize. Prize here means to how to value. Prize means value. How to value that happiness when man's denied to know. Means useless happiness that man has denied to know. Means a man is not accepting the fact, the reality, that here in this world, which is full of problems, which is full of woes, which is full of pains, sufferings, troubles, here happiness is not available, it is not found. Until means if you learn properly, so you will come to know that happiness we will get. But when he is called to claim it in the skies, when the man will claim his happiness in the skies only, means in the heaven only, then only there are chances that he will get the happiness. So I hope the whole poem, after the completion of the whole poem, you all might have got the idea of the poem What is Life by John Clare. And you see, he is fully in support of village life. He has been writing, or he had been writing during his lifetime about the rustic life. And he was fully against the industrial society, and he was thinking, or he used to think, that the development the industries were bringing are actually the cause of troubles or the cause of sufferings to the people of the world. Okay, now we see the question and answer. In the question and answer session, if you have any question, if you find the questions related to the poem, so you kindly post them, you write them in the chat box, so that I read them. And better you refer the textbook, in which very important questions have been given, and all the questions are helpful for we all to get the deeper meaning, the better meaning of the poem. So you go through the questions in the question section of the book, and do ask me. Here I would like to stop, and I thank you all for watching the whole video and trying to understand the poem through the video. And I hope in this aim, in this task, you all will be succeeded, or you might have got success. means the video would have helped you to understand the meaning of the poem. Thank you very much, each and every one of you, the viewers, and please give your precious comments if you find any improvable thing in my video lecture. So kindly help me by writing your comments. And once again, thank you so much, and I will try to be again with the new poem or with the new topics. Thank you.